Hello, Derek Moretti here, and welcome to the channel where it's okay to be a lover and a fighter. Let's talk about if you ever had to punch somebody in a self-defense type of situation. Now, last I checked, it wasn't self-protection to hurt yourself, and so it's good to know that fists are not ideal for smacking something hard like skulls or floors. Broken hands are common when there's a decent connection. Look at MMA fighters, they wear gloves, boxers. Of course, there's reasons for that. A solid structure can help a little bit, like having your hand and forearm bones lined up correctly. But most of the time we train with gloves on and our hands are in different positions than a true fist. So it's a good idea to do some target work with a real fist to make sure at least you have a nice solid structure that you're throwing instead of misaligned small bones. The early history of the UFC, they didn't have gloves on their hands, and there were a lot of the stories of broken hands and not able to get fighters because they were still healing their hands from prior fights. But if firing fist slugs is completely necessary for whatever reason, then it's worth Daffy ducking them. That's when you take direction from the side as if you were smacking the side of a duckbill, the way we saw Daffy duck in many of those cartoons. Ideally, we'd like to keep them from seeing it. That's not always available in a self-defense situation. And trap striking works extremely well, and I cover that and hiding strikes in our Never Miss Again video on this channel. Now, hockey style punching is a loose version of trap striking, and it can give you an advantage because you have more opportunities to get the side of the jaw. Grabbing a handle like their clothing gives us those multiple tries because they're kind of trapped. But of course, it's risky because we're trapped there too, and they can fire on us. But who's more likely to get their target? The guy who's just swinging away in that weird situation, or the person who's firing at that jaw until the job is done? I wonder who's got the odds leaning more their way. I like full traps and blind shots for the best odds. And when possible, because fists aren't ideal, slaps and elbows are better. And finally, for the worst at relationship and marriage advice you'll ever hear. Pick one thing that you know your other half will do before the day is over, and do it before they can get to it. Anything that would take something off of their plate would be cool.
See if you can keep from mentioning it before it's discovered. Unless, of course, it'll mess something up if you didn't say anything.
And hey, if you already do this stuff often, type no lie in the comments because you know how powerful this really is. And if you never do this stuff, type no comment so at least nobody will see that you don't do it. I'll see you in the next one.